swagger one. Bro, I'm like so tired this morning. Hey, birds, why you sleepy, birds? I am bare tired, man. I'll wake up with it, but the thing is, I ain't got ADHD meds at the so surviving on coffee and dupes, man. I actually don't even have any of that right now, to be fair, completely out of that. What a peak day to be alive, man. It really is. Right, bear with me, let me just clean the side up. There's me, I thought I sorted out this morning. Go on. I done all my work last night, and when I woke up, I was like, oh, it's dreaming. Has anyone done that? You dream that you've done, like, I know that's a very boring dream. I rarely dream ever, but when I do, they're very boring dreams. And it was literally just like, I think I was cleaning. Like, I'm pretty sure I was cleaning. And you know, like, in the whole thing, like, you can wake yourself up if it's a dream. Right, I've never been able to do that. I always just have to sit through the dream. I never understood, like, how you wake yourself up in a dream, like, pinch yourself in a dream. So I can't do that. So I'm there sleeping, cleaning, and, like, I guess I need a bathroom, because it's boring when I look back at it, because I hadn't done the cleaning. So it felt like I cleaned not all night, but, like, for a while, when I woke up, and then the bits I had cleaned hadn't been done. I'm like, what the fuck? This fairy spray is actually fucking incredible. I'm telling you now. Terrific. Right, I'm gonna print on the top today. I don't know. It's not supplement. It's not polyester, so that it's not going to print on the bed. So that's why it's only a practice print. And I don't mind if it kind of ruins the top of it. I just want the look of this top, so now it's going to look awesome. And I changed it slightly, so it's God holding the daily life and the devil holding like a bottle of like a whiskey or something. It's going to be a wine first, like a whiskey. So, yeah, I'm going to practice printing onto a top today. As I say, it's not going to be like sublimation. Well, it is sublimation, it's just not going to be polyester print. I wish I had some polyester, man, but I swear down, like polyester is a fabric I just don't have. I normally have cotton. Cotton or elastic, whatever the fuck it is. Bear with me. As I said, I had a boring dream. I thought I cleaned, right? And it was like, actually, people wake themselves up out of a dream. I've never been able to do that, so I'm there dreaming. Cleaning, dreaming, cleaning. I wake up, and then as I say, the cleaning has not been done. I'm like, what? Ugh, fucking can't believe. It's like I dreamt what I needed to do, and then, I've done it. Rather than just dreaming about what I need to do, I've like gone and done it in my dreams, and it felt tedious. Not in my sleep, but when I've then woken up and realised, hey, shit, why isn't the cleaning being done? I've literally just spent all night cleaning, and then that's when it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, I spent all night cleaning. I've been asleep all night. It was a fucking dream. They can be so vivid, especially if you have like diazepam, like I do as a prescription. It makes dreams very vivid. I don't know what it is about diazepam. I don't know if it makes your REM cycle longer. Like it gives you a longer REM cycle or something. But fuck, that's why dreams feel like they drag on. So I'm like cleaning. Here we are, finally. Right, bear with 2 minutes. I've got black hole sun, black hole. I've got black hole sun, black hole sun. Yeah, it's stuck in my head. It's not even our sun, mate. It's just, I guess it is. Well, actually, no, I guess it is our sun. Right, actually, saying that. Morning, sorry, but wait. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to try and do a stick and poke today, but I realised, you know what, I'm not going to use biro ink or anything like that. I'll use acrylic ink. I'm joking, I'm not actually going to do that today. I've got some little, what's this? This is shading, lime white. shading line back. Like I actually am going to be doing tattooing. Like there's no dark shadow of a doubt. Shading of a doubt. Sorry, that wasn't funny. There's no shadow of a doubt. I am going to get into tattooing as well because like, bro, I love art, man. It's so therapeutic. And if I could actually give someone a piece of art that they really love on a skin as well, that'd be amazing. So this was engraved in wood, and this will be without a stencil, which made me realise. Do I really need to? I would use a stencil, but like I've looked up, wood's harder to engrave than skin because you got to think about it. Wood's so solid that it's nothing. It grips onto where skin and a needle going in is a lot easier. Like apparently. So yeah. So hello, happy Monday, everyone. Monday? Yeah, it is Monday, isn't it? No, it's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. Fuck it. Who cares? It's Sunday. Sunday. Today. I'm losing my crackers today, man. I thought the break would actually help me. It didn't, but it gave me like a lot more energy. But I just feel more deranged. It's all good. You need to finish this off, I will today. It's pretty dark graphic, isn't it? But I'm printing another design off on some tops today. Practice printing some tops and some designs. What else was I going to do? Bear with. I wanted to do a stick and poke, but I can't, unfortunately. I mean, with proper needles, that is. So these are proper. This is a shading one. It's got 9 on it. 9? I think it's got 9 on it. 7 or 9. Actually, no, it's probably 7 to be fair. Now I think about it. 7, 8 or 9. And then 2 for your line work. And that's what I mean. So this is what the lady was going to use on this, but she used a fucking 2 needle for the whole thing. I'm like, you serious? Like when I finished, the guy came over. He's like, did you just do that all with a line work? You know, you didn't change over for shading with the shading needles. Oh no. Oh, no wonder it hurts so much more then. Because well, it didn't hurt. I like tattooing. I'm a weirdo with pain. It didn't hurt. It was more aggravating. I was like, why is this? I have one over here exactly the same, but if anything, it's worse down here because lower to the wrist is more painful than higher up here, right? Okay, on the bone can be a bit bad or whatever. Ankle is probably the worst one. But as I say, so none of them are bad, really. None of them actually phased me at all. I really enjoy tattoos. That's why I'm not going to tattoo myself. I know I can do it because the pain is clearly not as bad as what right. Anyway, but yeah, as I said, I really want to do sticker poke. I'm not going to because I mean, what am I going to be using? Acrylic ink, biro ink? Nah, I need to get proper tattoo ink. So, come payday, hopefully, I'm going to be buying everything I need to start doing some tattooing. I'm so fucking excited, guys, honestly. Like, literally, I've wanted a tattoo for a long time. And after going to the party this weekend and showing people this was in free sketch and engraved and stained and stuff, and they've seen my art, they're like, you could definitely do tattooing. I was like, really? And the guy said that there's a guy at a party who's part of my family, but I don't have family, but I do. I'm not into test you, baby. You know what I mean? But he was like, you make your amazing art. I like use my arms as canvases, just go for it. I'll come over any time. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He was like, I'll pay you. I don't have to pay you, say whatever it is, but he said, just go for it. And obviously I've got the line work. I just need to get a toe now and shading. Because like I say with shading, bro, this lady that done this one just done line work for the whole thing. So 2 needles to fill it in. Can you imagine how fucking tediously long that was? Rather than like a 7 or 8 needles, right? Or maybe even 9 sometimes. But just to fill it in nice and shade it properly. No, she done fucking line work all the way through. I'm like, the guy comes over. I'm thinking she changed it over, but I'm not going to question her. She's an artist, right? She knows what she's doing. There's probably just these intricate bits she's getting to. I'm getting so bored by the end of it. I'm that day just like, she's like, done. I'm like, what? Okay, she hasn't changed over a needle at all. I've like, you know what I mean? You know when you change the tag, I'm like, gonna change the needle so you can do line and a little cut. If you need to, that was going the whole time. There wasn't a break in it, so I knew she hadn't changed the needle over at all. But I thought hadn't finished it. As soon as she said finished, I was like, wait, what? I swear I was going to have shading to it. And then the guy was passing it. Did you use line work needle for the whole thing? She went, yeah. No wonder it took an hour and a half to do something like that. That should have taken I could do that in like 20 minutes. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Like, seriously, like, and I'll prove it. Because when I start tattooing, I'll tattoo myself on my leg. I'm not going to do the same tattoo, but I do a bigger piece of that a lot quicker. I'm not shitting on her because she was new, but they didn't tell me that and they made me pay full price. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to a tattoo studio again. I'm not going to a tattoo parlor again, bro. They just, especially when you can do art yourself. What's the fucking point? That feels so stupid, right? It really does. And if like, there's a piece you need and you can't reach it, obviously you can't do your back or something like that. You're going to get another artist to do it. But the places you can reach, but that's why I give artists my art to put on me, and then the same goes when I do my art. I'm only going to use my art on my body now. I've decided because I think it's very unique there because it is my art. I'm not going to go Pinterest or anything. I've designed well as an artist. I'm designing all my own tattoos from the ground up. So I'm on the level. Oh man, I feel rough. Right, so this is the one I designed yesterday. I cheated a little bit. I changed the padlock he was holding for a bottle of whiskey. That's what we got to. So it's good holding an EB, and then it's the devil holding a bottle of whiskey or a bottle of spirits. Call them spirits for a reason. I love that saying, bro. It's so true. Oh, I'm so fucking exhausted. Right. Let me figure out what I'm doing. So I'm like, am I printing this off now? Or am I going to continue sanding down the board? That is a brilliant question. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Give me a second. Right, I'll show people there's two differences between the images. I was doing this one on a longer one because it's going to go on a skateboard. But now I'm like, I kind of both want them on the top anyway. So this one is the more child-friendly, appropriate one, right? So it's God holding a key and it's the devil with a padlock. It's better to simplify the same thing as the other one I've done. So, I mean, the devil's hand they kept the same, but the only reason I had to change God's hand, and actually God's hand looks better on the other one, I think, is because how the joint would have looked really weird. So they're pretty much identical. I changed the angle of the hand just very slightly. This is my favourite one because to me this is always a battle I've really simplified, especially that I've gone through, and I believe is the case. I'm not saying God's like, hey, you know, so I mean, I'm not saying he's condoning it or it's whatever, but one is natural from as it is, right? Where another one is direct. It's natural, but then it's left to rot. And I mean, they did say about like the fruit, you know, eating the tree off, you know, Eve eating the apple, Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve, Adam and Eve eating the apple off the tree, right? So I find mine 2026 is Adam and Steve. No, so yeah. What was I fucking saying? Shit. Oh yeah, the apple off the tree, you know, the forbidden fruit and that. And I always wondered, like, what connotation that could have meant. Like, did it mean, like, rotten fruit? Did they mean, like, when they ate the fruit off the tree? Like, Adam and Eve. Adam and Steve. So it's 2026, isn't it? Could be Adam and Steve. Right, what I'm saying, right, okay. Adam and, what's her bloody name? Sorry, Eve, that was rude. At the apple. What happens if it was fermented fruit? It'd been, like, slightly gone off. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's sell by date. Sell by date, BCE. What was the sell by date? The sell by date was 1 BCE. No, BC, there's BC in it. Yeah, not BCE. But yeah, no, I'm like, the rotten fruit they ate, or the fruit they ate, what if it was like, that was like the devil's work, do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is like going on at top today anyway. So it's, I cheated very slightly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I kept the hand from the devil. I literally shifted his hand from a straight down key position, where he's holding the key, to a slightly onto the side. Now, how I done that was I literally just rotated the hand a little bit at first, and then I realised that it didn't look right. You needed to kind of see the cupping of the hand like this, and it's, do you know what I mean? So passing it to you like, here you go. Because it is, he's acid as well. And I'm not gonna lie, the smoke I done, oh, It's not the cleanest, but I kind of like it. And I know it's not matching the clouds idea, but that's clouds and that's smoke. That's white. That's the difference. But this is the more adult version, and then the other one's got the devil holding a padlock and the god holding a key. And the whole point of it is that this is going on top. I'm going to practice printing this today. I also want to tattoo this on me. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I've got the needles. I just did the ink and stuff. I know a lot of people like really worried about tattooing, but then someone this weekend convinced me I could tattoo myself, right? Because he showed me someone that had done tattoo on his arm, and he said I could be his free canvas as well. I'd use him as a canvas. He was a little bit tipsy, but he's already confirmed to me since then. He will. He weren't just drunk. I was like, oh, okay, brilliant, perfect. So I'm also gonna do it myself as well. That sounds so weird. I'm gonna get fake skin. I'm gonna tattoo on myself as well. I'm definitely getting this somewhere on me because I know about being tacky and stuff, but I might not get the smoke and the drink, but I'm definitely getting the devil with the lock and the god with the key. Because the way I see it is it's like almost the double meaning of it as well. The key and the lock is they are two pieces of one, meaning the devil is a fallen angel. Like they are both one pieces of the same kingdom. They're different kingdoms, but they're both of this, not of this world, but I mean they're within the same realm of reality, so to speak. Right? You've got heaven, earth, and then hell. Right? So I love that heaven on earth, heaven on earth, or hell on earth. Right? It's quite funny because that's how I think it is. It's like dimensions. We're in dimensions, and that's what it would be like. So your soul is trapped in this hellscape, or heaven is, is in a good place. It sounds pretty fucked up, but it's true. And as I say, my own battle and my own belief. But as I say, I'm not going to get this one. This is going to go on a t-shirt stand. The one I've also designed has got. Bear with. This one is the one I'm actually going to get tattooed because I think it's a lot less. It's not about being tacky, so to speak, but I don't like anything to do with substances on my body. I think they do look a bit tacky to a degree. I think it's, even someone who's medical broccoli for many years, I think just getting like a leaf or a plant on you can seem a little bit tacky, just a little bit. I'm not dissing anybody that does it. It's just my own opinion. This is probably what I would get tattooed instead of the other one. So obviously you can see the hands angled slightly differently, and then the clouds and the rays. It is very slightly different. But the hand on the devil on this one is pretty much identical because it worked really well for holding the bottle in it already. I looked at it and I was like, you know what? His hand's already pretty much holding the shape of a bottle, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I thought a key was perfect because a key could be like a doobie, but how God's hand here with the key wasn't going to work. So, as I said, this is going to be the more. I'm going to do two versions of some graphics. This is the more child-friendly version, right? Devil with the lock. Oh, I've just clicked on the same one. So yeah, childish version. I don't know what to call it, man. Child-friendly version is probably the way to say it. And voila. And then this. Don't get me wrong, I think it's super clean, especially the smoke and the way he's holding it. But you can see I had to angle the hand differently, and I tried it a few times. And then I just pretty much redrew the hand. It's so much easier to draw something like that, though. That's not requiring like the whole page or too much space. Do you know what I mean? It really is quite an easy drawing. But I normally go in there and I do some like shading, for example, in the hand here. You see, I've done the shading in the hand. I literally go and draw dark lines, white lines next to it, and blend the two fuckers. It works absolute wonders. But yeah, a few more bits need adding to it today. Someone spotted something out in the writing down there. Well, I wasn't even writing, but I wish I could say I'd done it on purpose. But they said they saw skate written down here. And I honestly think that's awesome, but I did not mean to do that. And I wish I could be like, yeah, I meant to do that. That was totally the plan, like 100% the plan, but it wasn't. I can kind of see it written down there. It wasn't the plan, but I'm like, that's impressive as fuck because I can't. Oops, I can't see it there. Oh man, I really want to tattoo on myself. Like so badly, but how many needles has this got? This thing's confusing shit out of me. 1 second. Shit, there's definitely 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9. I thought there was 9 needles in it for the shading. But like I said, the lady didn't bloody. So I'm tattooing myself in the places I can, because when you trust in yourself as an artist, it's just more. There's less risk free. I am gonna literally offer people tattoos as well. Like I will come and do tattooing for people, especially if I done a skate meet up or something like that, or a skate tour, and people were old enough. You're 18, you know, and you want a tattoo. That I think that'd be fucking awesome. Because it'd be so. It'd be like, imagine getting a tattoo from somebody like who owns their own skate company. It'd be like at one point. Imagine if my company took off like properly. That'd be like this tattoo was from like this person. It'd be like what? No way. It'd be like, but it wouldn't be rare because I think at the end of the day I would just give them out to people. I will not pay. I will not charge for all the tattoos. I do like I will do a free tattoo day because I enjoy art. And I mean, people know how expensive tattoos are, right? So you're welcome. I mean, come on, tattoos are fucking pricey, like for no reason. I'm joking. It's not for no reason. It's a risky art form because it's like a permanent thing, right? You fuck it up, that's it. And that shit's intense. So that's why I'm going to be practicing on someone else first who said I can use their arms as a canvas, which is wild, but go on. And also myself, like my legs, fake skin, oranges, like anything you can pretty much practice on, because oranges are like meant to be the closest thing to feeling kind of like fleshy. So I practice on an orange skin, practice on fake skin, practice on my leg, practice on someone else, and then once I'm confident enough of it. But as I said, I draw my own designs first. A bit like, remember, what's that tattooing program? But like sketch, right? So I want this tattoo on me, but probably not with the smoke. I've got one with a key and a padlock. I just want, not shitting on anybody who has it. I just think it's slightly tacky when someone has like a leaf or a plant on it. Because you might love it, it might be part of your culture, but you don't need to have it like tattooed on. You don't need to be so next step draggy, right? So it just feels slightly tacky. So I might do this one instead. This is like I said, a child-friendly version of this graphic. Come on, man. I cheated. The devil's hand is the same. I just removed the bottle of alcohol, the padlock, and put that in there. But I had to angle his hand different and then change it up. But this one's not tacky. It's meant to simplify the same ground. I like this one slightly more because it's 2 pieces of one part. You know how they say like, you know, the devil's a fallen angel, and like heaven on earth, hell on earth. I see it as all like different dimensions, all interconnected, and they are 2 of one piece. Like they, you know, it's like God will see, because you get judgment to get sent down there. You don't go to hell straight away. You get judgment apparently, right? So it's almost like he's sending you there, and he's almost a warden too, and under lock and key. Like they both sort of have this power dynamic. It's fucking weird, but that's kind of, I love double meanings of things. Because people see it as like, oh God, they're very different. I'm like, yeah, but they do 2 a man and say like 2 different entities doing essentially the same job, just in different places. Like they're like, he's more like a flipping. Say if you were like living in a, I don't know, what's it, an old people's home, but like a really nice one. Do you know, like a retirement place where they got care, they come and give you everything you want. That's what that's like. Heaven, hell's like the shrews, prison guards. But it's still the same thing as you are locked in heaven. True, you can't go anywhere from that. What are you doing? If that's the place you go into, that's the place. It's kind of naff to think that is like great word. Like it's a bit like the good place. What if you get bored? Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be able to just. I'm done now. Okay, I've done like a good whatever many years. Oh, I can't wait to tattoo myself. I'm honestly so excited. As I said, I know free tattoos to a degree. I always wanted to be a tattoo artist. That'd be sick. Do you know what I mean? That'd actually be awesome. But bro, like, what don't you do? And I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't know. By the time I'm like, I don't know, like 80, I don't know, I probably would have done quite a bit, granted. I've done stonemasonry, wood carpentry, bricklaying, architecture, landscaping. I've done art, skateboarding, fingerboarding, photography, videography, cinematography. That's just class size media. Music, guitar, drums. I'm what you call not just multi-talented because it's bullshit. It's boredom. Yeah, I mean, I go through things like. Here we are. Oh man, my throat. Let me go grab a drink. This is nasty. I was so tempted because I don't even tattoo ink or even think I'm going to make myself a tattoo gun today. know I've got the needles, so it's fine. I've got the shaders. I really want to do it. I'm not going to because this is impulsive. But I will be doing lives where I'm tattooing myself as well. I don't know if I have to make those in 18. I'm really unsure because it's like, surely not. I mean, like, there's a little bit of blood, but I mean, of course it's gonna be. It's like a given. You're putting a needle into skin. It's like really not really noticeable when you're just wiping away. Give it a wipe. Make sure it's clean. Make sure wipe away all the excess. Go back in again. I'm actually fucking too excited, guys, to start tattooing myself. It's unreal. Like, and I'm more excited than I actually am nervous, which is crazy because I know once you start, like, what if I jump or sneeze? I know it's not gonna happen. Oh. All right. Yeah, of course I am, bro. That's why I have many customers, especially in the States as well. I make skateboards, fingerboards. I make skateboard wheels that I'm sending off to one of the biggest skate companies in the world. No one cares about me. Bro, I'm pretty sure it's the other way around, because that's projection. Plenty of people fucking care about me. If not, sometimes a little bit too much. So, there you go, right? At the end of the day, say what you think. Say what you will, my guy. I literally make skateboards and fingerboards. People care about me enough as a person, then let alone with my company on top of that. I don't know what input you're giving, so I don't care about your opinion, my guy. So there you go. I can tell you're a likable person. But I really don't care about your input though. Thank you. I love when people do come on there and they really could sometimes say, "Oh, no one cares about you." Like, I've been in these big names in skateboarding with my skateboards, my graphic. Like, what do you mean no one cares about me? If anything, bro, I'm actually crazy competition. But and then let me before I look up at the chat right now, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you have said at one point, or you're going to, or you have, or you might not, that you were joking to some degree and you're just having a laugh, take it easy, big guy, no, whatever. I'm not even a big guy, but you know what I mean? Because that's what everybody does every day. Because then they realize, oh shit, wait, he has a company. Damn, I look like an idiot now. Now I'm gonna give it a minute or two just to look up. Actually, we're gonna do a few tricks, and then we'll figure out. I want to. This would be fucking brilliant if you have. Oh wow! Fucking class, class. Oh, no fucking chance. No chance. I'm sorry. I generally thought the percentage of that happening was so slow. Slow? Small. Oh, that's made my day. Thank you. Bro, you don't understand how many people do that on a daily basis. Like, no one cares about you, or who cares, or oh, what do you actually do, or get a job. Then I tell them what I do, and then they're like, shit, oh, I was only joking. Yeah, I don't mean it. I'm only having a laugh. Like, of course you will. You just realised that you're going to look like a complete idiot when I own my own company. All right, so, but I appreciate your sort of, that's not an apology, no apology needed, but, so I made jumpers, I make skateboards, this one was actually hand engraved, so no line wet, nothing like that, it's hand stained. I make skateboard wheels, I make fingerboard wheels, I formulated a new wheel, I formulated a new type of wax, this is a glow in the dark board, this is not. I've made the same fingerboard and skateboard, I made 700 fingerboards, what else have I done? 400 graphics, which is fucking wild. Yeah, granted, some of them are easy. What else? I can't remember. Oh yeah, these wheels, which I'm going to be testing this week as soon as it stops raining. They're a new type of formula. They are 50% urethane and 40. Sorry, 50 to 50, 50 or 60, 40%. They're 85A, but they're street skaters in the same thing. It's the same formula as this wheel, different colours, but grips, doesn't grip. Thank you, I appreciate that, guys. So I don't. It's not a brag to anybody because in there for anybody can do it. If they put that, I've been homeless. I've been through a lot of shit, which made me just go, damn, this world's rough. I didn't have a family like T. I didn't. I'm not. It's not a boo-hoo. It's just push yourself sometimes. It's, you know, you find people in life who've been through shit, push themselves the hardest. But I just aim to inspire other people as well, if I can. But every day, and I love it. It's the best motivation for me. Is when people tell me, do you know that song by NF? If people know NF, he says, "Is it motto?" And he says he needs people. He's done with the love. He needs to be hated again because it makes him want to pick up a pen. It makes him want to push himself. And I get the same thing. So that's what I mean by people don't knock me off because if people push me down more, I push harder. If people don't push me down, I still push myself. So it's like a win-win. Like that's how people have to learn to be like not impacted by other people in life because it really doesn't matter unless you're like direct. Like I don't know if I don't want to hurt anybody, you know what I mean? That's a cool thing. But bro, I just love it. It's the best. It's the best thing when people come. For one, I'm not saying anything to anybody here in particular. When they come on your live and go, "No one cares about you." Like, why are you on my fucking live for? Right? And I love. There's a new one I love saying, right, and it's been said before, but you're inbred like butter. Not you. Just I'm be like, shut up, bro. You're inbred like butter. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm sorry. I am just having a laugh. I'm not. I don't think anyone's actually inbred. I just got to have a bit of banter sometimes. So this was the drawing I done yesterday. Slightly finished up, but it's a take on this padlock and key one, which is I had to change the hand slightly for long, but and I mean if that doesn't say something about my art, I think my best piece is between the wolf and this seance right here. Actually, best piece I've done on the iPad, so to speak. Oh, it's too funny, man. This happens all the time, like literally every day, at least once a day. And then I thought I was. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Wheels, packaging, fingerboards, waxes. The list doesn't end of the things I've made. I mean, it just keeps going. There's 67 products on my store in total, and every single one of them I've made. I mean, I don't stop working because I love working because it's what I chose to do. And that's why I mean, most people in life just generally not like take it. It's not a dig at people, so take it for dig. I respect people who work 9 to 5s. I mean, I work longer than 9 to 5. That is the honest truth of it. I do, but it's going to be more bearable because I have moments of people, people, moments of break. But there are also moments I cannot deny and say that a 9 to 5 was not a lot easier because everything's done for you. Your rotas are done for you. The times, everything, like from down to T, ordering of products, like the bookkeeping, the paperwork. I mean, running a business is fucking mentally stressful, but you're only going to do it if you really love what you do. I love it because people are like, bro, you play with toys. I know it's the best thing ever, and I still have a business. Like, it's like a win-win, isn't it, really? I'm not really a thing of it. Like, I have started to. But I am more of a skate. I'm going to go for a skate today. I'm going to test both of my wheels out. Oh, I'm so excited for these new designs. As I say, and they're also well, the first formula of its kind. To be honest with you, there's in it. I'm not telling people what to put in there. I'll say one of the things is a natural metal filament, and then another. There's just a few fillers, and then one liquid sort of thing. But if you mix those together, it causes like a putty paste. Because if you try and mix too much dry in with the urethane, it doesn't cure properly. You get this, like pockets and air bubbles. And then if you try and do it with the liquid, it creates literally not just air bubbles with like powdery bits in them, but like obviously it depends. It means areas will set puddles of dust and areas will powder, areas will set puddles of liquids. If you do a putty, it seems to mix into into the urethane a lot easier. And urethane's very thermoreactive to a degree. Do you know what I mean? It heats up quite a bit as it's curing, but it does get quite warm. So what it does then is the filler, it almost like, it's so weird, I know it's not done, but it kind of puts air pockets where those areas are. And because if the filler isn't whatever the fuck it is, I don't know, I'm not the best scientist. See, I'm good at physics, alright, which is where that would kind of come into more. I'm better at chemistry, which is a good little Breaking Bad fucking lesson. I mean, the thing is, I actually know I couldn't make Heisenberg shit. Right? I'm not even trying to yeah, I could do that, but I do know how to. I do know how to make it, which is crazy. I know how to do chloroform. I wish I could say online, but I feel like there's videos on YouTube about it. I'm pretty sure that's where I learned it as a kid, and that's what got me interested in stuff. I was like, wait, what? You can make chloroform? And then don't do it. And just saying, it's on there. Of course it is. I mean, you can find a flipping. You can find an aid if you go into the shop. Doesn't mean you should. Well, not a shop, but I mean, if you have the right qualifications and stuff, doesn't mean you should buy one. I mean, you can buy a flamethrower in some places in the States. Doesn't mean you should buy one. My point is, shit. What did I say? Oh fuck, my brain today, man. We're gonna go make a coffee, so it works a little better. Oh yeah, chloroform. And then once I figured out that, I was like, what? And then I got so interested in science. It sounds a bit messed up, and it's like, hey, you found out about chloroform, and then from that point, you wanted to learn chemistry. That's sus. I understand that. But it's just sort of like a mad little scientist, bro. I used to like mix. Like, kids used to all the time, you get like shampoos and you mix them together. They ain't doing shit. It was only first time when I was in a classroom that the teacher was at where was it, year 9 or so? And we had the Bunsen burners, yeah, and they had these jars on the shelf which were in a case, but someone hadn't locked the cupboard they were in. But they had glass doors, but I think they were like, I don't know if they were really thick. Like you wouldn't be able to really break this glass if you tried to. Like, I mean, you would if you proper smash like that thunder glass, whatever it's called. What's it called? Earthquake glass? I don't know. So you know the ones they normally have in courtrooms as well, but it's quite thick, or at least really thick acrylic kind of like glassy stuff. Because I'm sure somebody would have tried to. But anyway, I went to open, I was like, no way. And there was these powders in there. I think one of them was like aluminum stuff that catches on fire. And I was mixing these things together. One of them I just opened up, and within like a matter of 10 seconds, I can't remember if I cut it down with a scalpel, but it just flared up on the page. I was like, what the fuck? And it's because it reacted with oxygen, obviously. And it's just, all that shit just interests me so much messing around with it. But that easily caused a fire. And I nearly got expelled. I got suspended for about 2 weeks. And there I was born. I'm joking. But you know what I mean? That's when I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this shit. And then obviously when I found out about Breaking Bad, started watching Breaking Bad. I can't believe how long ago that came out now. But yeah, started watching Breaking Bad. A few years later, I actually was looking into it. I say easily, not easily on the internet. On some place on the internet, you can find a recipe. I was like, that's actually surprisingly shockingly easy. It's just the ingredients that aren't so easy to get. At least 2 of them. I'm not giving people a little science lesson here. I mean, my point is, you won't be able to get those ingredients unless you're like have a site. You know, you're working in the science, like in the field of science for that particular reason. You're going to need that. And you can't just order it in small batches either. You need like quite literally like gallon drums and shit. But they also need proof of what it's being used for and shit because of that exact reason. But then it's like, is it PCP? Angel dust, whatever they call it, right? That stuff's just, I don't even know what that's made from. That's just made from fucking anything, isn't it? So that's what people just make that from, like, there's like a home batch remedy recipe, which is just like raw chemicals. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Fuck. People don't make sense to me. If something's been around for longer than like 50 years, then I'm okay. Like, more interested in it as a medication. But like, I don't know, Ozempic as example, or Manjaro. Everybody thinks I'm skinny, I'm cool. But at one point I was bigger, I'm just making a point. So many people get so defensive. Even addicts, like, what do you know about addiction? it's ciggy. They've got good at calling it a ciggy now, not the other word for it. It's not like I'm trying to be homophobic, because I'm not. I generally, it is just, that is a word that was used for so long for a cigarette. Like, it's so long. And it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like saying's rude or mean, like, if you actually mean what it, if you mean the blah, 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 blah. If you're trying to be offensive, that's when it's rude. But if you're not trying to be offensive, that's when it's just an accident and it's been taken wrong. And then people go, oh, but how do you know when someone's taking it wrong or right? Brilliant, you don't. But at the same time, you don't know when they're doing it right or wrong, like vice versa. You don't know when they're doing it wrong, you also don't know when they actually don't mean it. So you can't just go around pointing fingers at people. People will let you know very much when they don't like you for who you are. You don't have to start roping everybody in who just says the wrong word. That's all I'm saying. I think that's a fair point. Like maybe, oh, maybe don't use that word, but oh yeah, my bad. You know, at least there's people trying to make sure they don't say the wrong word to offend people. There's people that just don't give a shit, right? It's good enough for me. Oh, I'm so not ready today. Alright. Explore your story. What the fuck off yet? Oh, I didn't make my dog yet, did I? That's the one. I'm talking about. I really don't know what I'm doing this morning. It's too early to do anything, that's the issue. As soon as it hits 7, I'm okay. So like another half an hour ish, 20 minutes. Welcome back. So today I'll be printing onto it, a design onto a top or a jumper. I just don't know which jumper. So don't actually have any at the moment. Bear with me, let me have this. I'm falling over on the head. Damn it. what I'm gonna do is gonna be quite a funny link as well. I'm also gonna do tattoos and stuff, tattooing as well. I was also going to do temporary tattoos of my tattoos that I've designed in packs, like fingerball packs. You know, I used to get like the little candy cigarettes. You get the tattoos in them, something like that. But like, obviously, ones I've designed, because I literally bought a. I'm a child, okay. I bought a temporary tattoo maker. I am a child. You gotta live life and enjoy it. But yeah, I got a temporary tattoo maker, so I can practice printing my tattoos. I don't really want to do practice ones though, like on me. And that's what I've done. I mean, I don't want temporary ones. I would rather have the real deal. Obviously, I'm going to tattoo myself, not today. But yeah, with that temporary tattoo, I was thinking the tattoos I've designed, having actually like an art page up on my website too, with the tattoos I designed and the graphics I designed. It's a plan. Oh, I ain't waking up today. Not a little bit. Not at all. I'm shattered. Well, at least I got my break, I guess. So yeah, temporary tattoos. That's what I was going to do with the boards as well. I thought it was actually quite a cool idea. So I'm sorry, like, especially because my tattoos, if I designed, well, I've designed tattoos and people want those tattoos, if I done temporary versions of them, that'd be quite cool. So let me show you what I mean. So when you buy a fingerboard pack, you'll get a temporary tattoo in it. And I mean, what kid do fingerboards? I mean, especially, I mean, if you want a real tattoo, then I'll do those at some point too. Obviously, not in. I'll have to have like a studio or a skate park, but I mean, the whole idea of having both of them together is kind of dumb because you can't sweat and skate. No, get a tattoo and sweat. So it might have to be like on the same bit of land, but like have an art studio on there too, just to draw when I can, wherever I can. Like this. I want this tattoo really badly. Oh. But doing like this, but having temporary tattoo, as I say, temporary tattoos in the pack, I think it's a sick idea. There aren't any other fingerboard companies out. Do you know what? Fuck it, we're going to do it today. There aren't any other companies that do temporary tattoos with their fingerboards, and I thought it's such a cool idea, especially because I designed the tattoos as well. So if people want, and at some point, people are like, I know they will. People that I got the same tattoos because people already start copying my name. It's kind of wild. So anyway, temporary tattoo thing. I thought, you know, this is a banging idea. This one I designed over the weekend. Well, actually, it's the main one I designed was a padlock and key, but I changed it up slightly. Love that. Welcome back, bro. So I was thinking, right, with my fingerboards, doing temporary tattoos in them as well. You know how kids used to get like the little candy cigarette things, right? But doing the tattoos that I like design, so they're not just your basic ones. They are like ski addiction ones. They are the same art, and I mean it'd be pretty cool if you had the same graphic, but like the same character as a tattoo. So say if like, trying to think, I've got Dozy Daisy as a cow. Alright, if I done her, but as a tattoo, but doing something else, so it's not exactly the same, but they correlate. But yeah, this is what I wanted. This one going, well, not this one exactly, but temporary tattooing. So I'm like actually getting a tattoo. Sorry. I will be doing it on some lives at some point. I'll be doing my legs, probably my hand a bit, maybe my arm. I could probably do my arm, part of my arm. Oh, it's exciting, man. I love tattoos. I wish I want to do stick and poke. I'm like acrylic ink. I'm not going to, obviously. Do never do that. I'd be so dumb. That's so cool. Wait. Oh, what you mean the temporary tattoo things in the? Yeah, man. So I was thinking because these are like literally the perfect size. So if I put temporary tattoos in this, like you know how people when their fingers cool little clips and like kids, I don't know if they have like little tattoos on their fingers. I'm not trying to make tattoos okay and cool, but they are temporary. I mean, they have them. Those little fake cigarettes, the candy sticks as they call them now, but they were meant to be fake cigarettes at one point with the tattoos in them. I think are a little bit like, if you want to sit there and say anything's inappropriate for kids, it's more that, because it's kind of like indoctrination of smoking and tattoos at a young age. But I'm not here to sit there and say anything. Because I hope people say anything, especially when it's in a fingerboard that's got leaves on it like this. Right. So it's more adult orientated. It could also just be like, I'm sorry, I've seen like adults put temporary tattoos on as a joke, especially if it's a funny one. Especially if it could also be a case of like, what I wanted to do, and this is a really fun idea, is tattoo like a little character on myself, and then be able to just do like temporary tattoos of clothes over that, so you can actually change what he's wearing. And that sounds really weird and random, but it's just a funny idea. Obviously, people can't do that because they won't have to tattoo of the person. But if they have a tattoo of a person, you get clothes. Do you know what I mean? You could put like a t-shirt over him, trousers, or a hoodie. Do like a night hoodie. You just literally get like a mannequin almost, but then you can just cover him up in different clothes. I think it's a fucking hilarious idea. So I could draw like a night hoodie, temporary tattoo it over the actual tattoo of a mannequin, and then you could put different clothes on the mannequin. Like, or you could even just draw them on with a biro, I guess, but it would just be more precise with the temporary tattoos. But yeah, so each thing will, I'm gonna now do it so it comes with a temporary tattoo. I think that's a sick idea, because there might be some other companies that do it. I don't know. But let's do one today. Anyway, so I can show you guys what I mean. What will come in the pack? Let me just turn on the printer. Bear with. It will be a kid for 10 minutes. So let me pop this in, print off a design. I don't know what design I want. Just check. So I'm using one of my own designs that I've done. Let me pick. Oh. It's fucking adorable. Right, what am I? Oh, yes. I'm going to do this title myself. Right, this is a good example of, say, friendly neighborhood sociopath. And that S. That is an S and a P there. I was trying to make like a cool little emblem. I don't know. Whatever. Is it an emblem? A logo? I don't know, but if you look really close, you can see where the P and the S are overlapping. I thought the S and then the P underneath. Yeah, that's my dog, man. No, it's my partner's dog, but I mean, technically, yeah. Right, let me crop this out. I think this will be quite a cool toe design. So this will go, temporary toes will be in the packs now, in every fingerboard pack, which is just bang. I don't know how many I'm going to do, at least be one in there, do you know what I mean? It could even be a case like ones that go on your fingers, or a hand one, who knows. We're going to try it now, then we'll print off. Oh shit. I'm tired, man. Oof. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Print it out. And then I will also transfer this one onto my hand to show people what I mean, what they'll be like. So everyone knows what a temporary tattoo looks like, right? But these ones are going to be a bit more gnarly to a degree. Some of them will be funny. Some of them will say stuff that you will never get on a temporary tattoo, because I mean, temporary tattoos are for kids, right? Typically speaking, so they're more like just funny. And I mean, say you want to get tattoos, just also slightly, let's just say crude or something like that, but you don't actually want to get a tattoo. It's a good way of doing that too. So I might do a pack that says like temporary tattoos 18 plus, but it will be 18 plus, because they're not going to be like naked girls or anything, but profanity, swearing, whatever. It's not condoning it. It's just at the end of the day, trying to appreciate too. Like, it's funny that you can have temporary tattoos for kids, and then that's it. like people want a tattoo for themselves. It's like, oh, okay, wait, it's gonna throw me off. Oh, but that. Let's make it slightly bigger. Mirrored, dedicated, heavy. Right, here we go. Let's print it. It is currently the morning. It's 6:55 in the morning, bro. Too damn early. And then so you go here is the temporary tattoo. Voila. So turn this off for now. But this is essential people because they get in their packs, which I think is so cool. And it's worth it. I mean, the temporary tattoo machine is about 80-90 quid. So it better be worth it. I appreciate it, bro. Normally my clips are just like my short form clip. I managed to kind of perfect how I'm doing it. My art's on my IG. I normally show my art off on my IG to keep like things separate. And Facebook. I stopped posting on TT. I think it's absolutely terrible. I've given up with it. But on here on YouTube, short videos are obviously just fingerboarding clips, pretty much. We're trying to every day get back to that. It's the hardest clip. I'm trying to just get extremely good at fingerboarding. Trying to use what I learned from skateboarding. I will be skating again as the summer comes around. Obviously, as I've shown, I don't know if I showed before, but yeah, I make wheels too, and fingerboard wheels. So. I'm a resourceful person. I actually really am. Like the most resourceful person I know. Because I managed to do things that should not have been done. Really. Anyway, so this is going on the back of my hand. Temporary tattoo. I'll show you, but these are going in the pack, by the way. So my own custom designs in the fingerboard packs are going to go, and tattoos I am going to actually eventually be doing on people. I'm so excited, man. Obviously, it'll be a separate thing, but I just love the idea of like, as a new art form for one, but also giving people the art of their dreams. Because I say this weekend, people will see them out and they'll be like at the wedding, and they're like, "You've got a tattoo, and you're incredible. I've been waiting for someone to be a good artist like you." And I'm just like, "Well, I've got a business, and I'm not a tattoo artist." I was going to get into it, and the moment I said that, it's like, "That's it, you got to do it." And I was like, because obviously I want to do it for myself mainly. To tattoo some areas to one, make it a bit cheaper for myself, and also to save myself. But I like learning things as well, so I feel like trying to do some art yourself, or like learning new art medium, which be it like tattooing or something. And I show people the board that I engraved and stained at the wedding. I didn't take the board to the wedding, don't worry, that would be a bit like it was not the wedding, I was sat there at the reception, but it was like the after party when everyone's just chilling out and everything. But yeah, let me cover up some of this. So this is engraved. Oh, it's all good, man. No worries. If you look at the tree, how it's engraved, we went a little bit wrong, but it was trial and error. It's meant to be like veins as well. But yeah, so obviously I keep trying photographics too. But that's just being resourceful. Like, you know what I mean? Doing art forms and mediums I already know I'm comfortable with, which is carpentry and stonemasonry, stonemasonry was one of my best, truthfully, but I was fed up with breathing in sawdust all the time. I have to have a mask on. I saw this, stone and dust and crap. But also from carpentry as well. So that's why when it comes to fingerboards, the best part about it is, yeah, you sand them all down in one day. I make a load, sand them. So I make loads on, say, 1 week. The next week I'll sand them all down. The next week I'll print graphics on them, and then the next week I'll spray them. But then I'll have a whole load of boards to go off. Like these ones at the moment, I need to go on the store, which aren't up there. Okay. Oh fuck. Ah, this is them. So this one's like Jade, which is like, it was black and greeny, but it reminds me of the mask. You know the mask. Someone even said the mask, I believe. It was even me that said the mask, or someone else said the mask, but then they said it's like Jade. So yeah. Yeah, man. So there's a stained blue one. So that board there I've actually made 8 skateboards now. There's this stained one. This one. This one. Now I come back to my favourites. So these were actually stained. Yeah, I did. So I thought that's what you meant, but yeah, I do. I can paint skateboards. I can pretty much do anything. I say pretty much do anything. I can't. I mean, when it comes to like making the boards. So that was, and this one here. Well, all of them were using just these colours to get brown. And how I done that was, I think, was green, red, and yellow.